The political winds are shifting across the Horn of Africa. For decades, Somaliland has existed as a de facto state, stable, self-governing, but unrecognized. Now, subtle moves from the United Kingdom are fueling speculation. Is London preparing to finally acknowledge Somaliland's sovereignty? The signs are in the details: private meetings, increased British presence, and strategic investments in Somaliland's future. Recent high-level talks between British diplomats and Somaliland officials hint at discussions far deeper than aid or security. Sources suggest they're mapping out a post-recognition relationship, from trade to embassies. The UK's approach is cautious, testing the waters without sparking a diplomatic storm. For Somaliland, UK recognition would close a historical circle, acknowledging their identity and decades of peaceful self-rule. British development agencies and private consultants are laying the groundwork for a deeper partnership. The UK isn't just talking, it's investing in Somaliland's future, signalling that its interest is real and growing. To understand Somaliland's quest, look to its origins. In 1960, British Somaliland gained independence, recognized by over 30 countries, before uniting with Italian Somaliland to form Somalia. The union, driven by pan-Somalism, quickly soured as the North felt marginalized and excluded. Decades of inequality and the brutal Siad Barre dictatorship led to open rebellion and the devastation of Hargeisa. When Barre's regime collapsed in 1991, Somaliland's leaders withdrew from the Union, redeclaring independence within their colonial borders. Since then, Somaliland has built a peaceful, democratic state, unlike the chaos in southern Somalia. They've achieved stability and democracy with little international aid or recognition. Somaliland's case is simple. They're not seceding from a functioning state, but asking the world to recognize a reality that's existed for decades. The state they joined no longer exists. Somaliland stands alone by choice and by necessity. The UK's renewed interest in Somaliland centres on the strategic port of Berbera and the Berbera Corridor. This deep-water port, funded by the UAE's DP World and supported by UK investment, is transforming regional trade. The corridor challenges Djibouti's dominance and offers Ethiopia a vital alternative route to the sea. For Britain, investing here means influence over a critical economic artery and a foothold in a region eyed by China and Russia. The Gulf of Aden's security is at stake. Piracy and instability threaten global trade. A stable, recognised Somaliland with a major port benefits UK and Western maritime security. Britain's partnership model, combining investment and expertise, builds goodwill and deepens ties. Every new road, crane and job strengthens the UK-Somaliland bond. The question is shifting from if to when recognition will come. In Whitehall, the debate over Somaliland's recognition is intensifying. Officially, the UK supports Somalia's territorial integrity, but behind the scenes, opinions are shifting. Some in government argue that Somaliland's stability and democracy make recognition logical, especially post-Brexit. Others warn of diplomatic fallout angering Mogadishu, the African Union, and setting a precedent for secession elsewhere. The UK's current strategy, strategic ambiguity, quietly deepen ties but stop short of formal recognition. This approach lets Britain benefit from partnership without diplomatic cost. By the time conditions are right, the UK's deep ties will make recognition seem inevitable. The groundwork is being laid for a future announcement that feels like a natural next step. Ethiopia's 2024 deal with Somaliland, leasing coastline for a naval base in exchange for possible recognition, shook the region. Mogadishu was outraged, but for the UK, Ethiopia's move broke the international taboo and forced a policy rethink. Now the UK faces a new urgency act or risk, losing first-mover advantage to another power. British diplomats are working behind the scenes, leveraging investments and history to protect UK interests. The UK aims to be the indispensable mediator and partner, regardless of how the Ethiopia-Somaliland deal unfolds. Ethiopia's boldness may push the UK to act, possibly in coordination with Commonwealth partners, to soften the diplomatic blow. The chessboard is set. The UK is positioning itself for a move that could reshape the Horn of Africa. The question is no longer if, but when the UK will make its play. From Mogadishu's perspective, the UK's engagement with Somaliland is deeply threatening. Somalia's government relies on international support for its claim to unity and for vital aid. Any UK recognition of Somaliland would shatter this consensus and threaten Somalia's legitimacy. Official protests from Mogadishu ring hollow. It has no control over Somaliland. The UK's strategy puts Somalia in a bind. It can't afford to alienate a key donor, yet can't stop Somaliland's growing autonomy. Somalia's internal divisions and weak authority only highlight Somaliland's stability. Hargeisa governs effectively, while Mogadishu struggles even within its own capital. This contrast strengthens the UK's quiet justification for deeper engagement with Somaliland. Somaliland's path to recognition is a diplomatic tightrope walk. The UK, with its history and interests, is poised to lead, but will move carefully. Expect more quiet investment, deeper partnerships, and incremental steps toward recognition. A formal announcement will likely come as part of a coordinated move with other nations, not unilaterally. The African Union's response to Ethiopia's deal will be crucial for UK calculations. Somaliland must maintain its stability, hold fair elections, and meet high expectations to keep momentum. Any misstep could delay recognition, but the groundwork is strong. As 2025 closes, the question is not if Somaliland's case is heard, but when a major power will act. The UK's investments and diplomacy suggest it's preparing to be that power. For the first time in decades, Somaliland's dream of recognition feels within reach.